Hi everyone, Cendril. Welcome back to Fire Emblem 6. I hope you enjoyed the level ups at the beginning of the episode. We have a few things to do before we end this chapter. One is this. Promotes heroic units. I gotta say, I love that sprite with like, it looks like golden armor and a golden shield. 4-2-1-2-4-2-1. With that, OJ can also use axes, but now he has an S rank in swords. Now he's really good. With that 4 defense boost, it shores up the kind of weakness that he had, which was getting hit. However, not so much now. He also has 17 strength, 14 skill, 19 speed. Comparable speed to Echidna, who doesn't quite have the defense or strength. This is where Echidna does fall short, is while she does have pretty good bases, they don't compare to a unit that at least got some level ups. Either OJ or Deke. Speaking of Deke, he's ready to go now, as he's now a level 1 hero. 4-2-1, we have 4 defense, and there's that 1 constitution giving him 14 constitution. OJ still only has 9. Same as Echidna. Deke has 14 constitution. Not much weighs him down. He now has 19 strength, 18 skill, 16 speed, 15 defense. He even has 5 resistance. This is why I said that Deke is kind of as close to RNG proof as you can get in this game. Just because his bases are so great, and he does have he does have a lot of levels to grow, but his bases are just so good that between those bases, even if you have terrible, like I didn't have that really good level ups with Deke, honestly. Like I've seen way better. You know, game tried to, you know, give me a bad Deke, but it's just not possible. Because between that and the few good levels he will get, just because the RNG is in his favor, he'll get something from his levels. And the stat boost for Hero, 4 defense, and 4 strength? 4 strength. 4 HP, 2 strength. Between the promotions and his bases, it's really difficult to get a terribly bad Deke. He now has 19 strength, 18 skill, 16 speed, 15 defense. His defense rivals Boar's at 18, and Boar's doesn't have that great stats because he has no skill. The healers are ready to go, but I don't have any rings, so they're gonna have to wait. Because you saw that they're now level 20, but I don't have any guiding rings, at least here. I may have 1 in storage. Look, Percival has 17 strength. Deke has 19. And better stat growth to Percival. And I talked about how Percival is actually a really good pre-promoted unit. Excuse me. I didn't get Moretti to 20 because she's going to do that anyway. She's so good. 18 strength, 16 skills, 16 speed, 15 defense. She's so good. So I'll give her an Elysian Whip and then let her go to town. Not bad for Dorothy. I wish she got a little more defense. Just a little bit. Didn't need a lot. Just a little bit. But other than that way she could, you know, take a hit. But other than that, she did really well. 16 strength, 18 skill, 15 speed. You know, not bad. The healers, not so much. Where was the magic growth? Clearing did max out speed, which was funny. They got every stat but magic, it felt like. Well, didn't get defense. 18 resistance, 17 resistance. So there's that. Ray was kind of meh. Didn't get near the magic I wanted him to, which is a shame, but Everybody in comment section was like, "Oh man, I can't believe you're using Ray." So guess what? I'm gonna use Ray. Lance just did not end up well at all. The only reason he's gonna be sticking around in the party is because of his support with Alan. Like straight. That's why he's gonna be sticking in the party. Alan turned out fantastic. The promotion will help Lance, but he's still not gonna be very good. But oh well. Alright. Time to deal with this boss. Now, I could have Deke go up now and smack the boss down with the Worm Slayer, which would be absolutely hilarious. Because that 28 attack just doesn't have quite the punch now it used to. In fact, Deke doubles you. That's funny. With that promotion. He has 16 speed now, doesn't he? You know what? I've had a lot of fun with Lelina. She will get plenty more kills. Let's have Duke do that. By the way, a couple of things I want to go over. One, in the shop. Fire, Thunder, L-Fire, Lightning, Flux, Heal, Mend, Restore, Vulneraries, Antitoxin, and Torch. Grab a couple of Restore staffs. Trust me. In the armory, you have iron, steel, and killing weapons for swords, for lances, for bows. Pick some of the killer weapons up, especially if you did a lot of arena fighting like I did, because I can. That will just about do it after some reinforcements show up over here and charge. Nothing else will show up on this map, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, well, Lalum, I didn't show Lalum's level ups, but she actually got a ton of speed, which is what she's supposed to do, and a ton of luck, which she's supposed to do. Actually, a point or two of defense and res as well. She's carrying a few things. That is because Merlinus is full, so I'm going to be cleaning that out after we beat this chapter. I'm just saying. Actually, Lalum is going to buy 2 more killing edges, and that's going to be it. I'm going to need money for something else. You'll see. That'll be a few chapters from now. Deke. Should move one of the healers as well. With the Worm Slayer! Ah, 1% chance to crit. Lame. I need to pair Deke with somebody that'll give him some luck. That way, that won't happen anymore. I'll work on that. I'll have to see who I want to pair him up with. It'll be fine. So I'll just weaken the boss with Lelina. If she crits, he's dead, and Lelina can have the kill. Sure, we'll find out. Damn. I'm a knight of burn. I will not surrender. You should have. Ah! Remember this. There are plenty of warriors greater than I. Burn's army shall annihilate you. For sure. Ah, Lelina. Next time, Deke. Next time. General Cecilia! Roy, I have made a fool out of myself in front of you. No, of course not. I'm relieved that you're alive. What are your wounds? Are you alright? Yes, this girl treated them for me. And you are? I am Sophia, a priestess of Arcadia.
She prophesied that you were coming. And you also said that you would tell us more once we were safe. Yes, Arcadia, our home, lies to the east of the Nabata Desert. We tried to stay an isolated people, but Byrne found out about us and...
They attacked you?
Yes. I was too slow, and I was captured.
I see. But why would Byrne attack a small village like yours?
I don't know. Maybe they found out about the dragons that live in Arcadia.
Dragons?
Yes. Arcadia was built by dragons and people joining forces a long time ago.
Such a place existed.
Master Roy, please save our village.
But the story does seem a bit unbelievable.
Well, not really. I mean, we've seen dragons already. In any case, it's probably true that her village is under attack by Byrne. We owe Sophia anyway because she helped General Cecilia.
Thank you.
Then, can you tell me more about your village and the dragons?
Yes, I'll gladly tell you what I know.
General Percival, until further instructions are given, we'll station ourselves in this castle and prepare for further coup d'etat attacks. Good. Here, we found this in the castle. Please take it. General Percival, please take care of Etruria. I know. Leave it to me. Yes.
If all of the knights were saved, all of Percival's people, you will get the Knight Crest. Oh, I can't send the Knight Crest to Merlinus. Blast! And I forgot to put a put something away. Sad face. Yeah, transporter is full, as you can see. What do I not need? Iron axes, really don't need iron axe anymore. Trash the iron axe. Okay, that does it for that mission. Alright, we're here. Chapter 14, Arcadia. After rescuing Guinevere and Cecilia, Roy headed towards the Nabata Desert, following Sophia's lead. According to Sophia, there was a hidden oasis in the desert, and that's where her village, Arcadia, was located. However, at that time, Arcadia was under attack by Byrne's forces. Their aim may be the dragons that are said to inhabit the village. Although the Lycia Alliance army moved as quickly as they could towards Arcadia, a vicious sandstorm stood in their way. Alright, we're here. This chapter. Nobody likes this chapter! Nobody! Nobody likes this chapter. Because everybody hates desert chapters in Fire Emblem. Oh, well, have I got something to show you that you already saw. It's not only desert, it's mostly desert. There's not even a few places you could, like, walk on, except, like, right here. But by that point, here's the boss anyway. Right here. Oh no, it's not just that it's all desert and super annoying. That's number one. Two, it's a sandstorm, so it counts as fog of war. So that's right, you have desert with fog of war. You have all the treasures you need to grab, because it is a desert map in Fire Emblem, which means there are hidden treasures. So we have to do all of that, grab all of the treasures, which there's some good stuff here, including stat boosting items, a very special item that we will need a few chapters from now, another very special item that I'm going to give to somebody, a good weapon, and a promotion item right here, that only a certain person can get. No, on top of all of that we have to do, there are dragons in this chapter, so you have to watch out about them, because now they can actually move around, because, you know, they're just not stuck on a throne, which means they can hurt you with their one ranged attack. Not only that, there are reinforcements that are going to show up, and the cherry on top of the most vicious sundae ever, you have to finish this within 25 turns to get the Gaiden chapter. And a character that we will be getting at the beginning of this chapter has to live. Nobody likes this chapter. Nobody. This is a terrible chapter. This chapter should never exist in a Fire Emblem game. Ever again. Ever. Never. Should you have everything I just said in one map. Hate this map. This may not be the worst desert map in Fire Emblem history, though. I can say that. Yes, considering everything I just said, FE4's desert map is bad. It's really bad, just because it's so lengthy, because FE4. So I will make that caveat. But to me, this is the worst desert map. To me. But FE4, for those Fire Emblem historians, you know, that really know the games, you know, that played the older games, know that I am willing to put FE4 up there. I know about FE4 desert. But this is terrible. We will be tackling this map next time, because of the stat ups at the beginning of the chapter, plus finishing the chapter, going over everything, and the opening and... Well, we haven't done the opening yet, but you know, all the cleanup of last chapter. The talks and all of that. Okay. You can take 11 units with you. You don't even get that many units. You can take 11 with you. 2 units will be joining at the start. But they're near worthless. Sadly. So, we'll have to deal with what we got. I'm gonna give the Knight Crest to Lance, although he really... Yeah, this was brought up, and it is true. Lance really probably shouldn't be used in this chapter anyway, and that's because it's desert. Because desert. So here's the deal. If you don't know about desert, you should watch my Fire Emblem 7 Let's Play, because I go over a lot more stuff like that. Desert is bad for just about all units. Just about. It's just how it is. So, as you can see, this is all desert. No, it counts as desert terrain. Mounted units are hit really bad by this. Their movement becomes 2. If they're a paladin. I think their movement is... I don't remember if you round up or down. I think they only move 1 if they're a non-promoted unit, because it takes 4 movement to go through 1 space of desert for a mounted unit. It's bad. It's really bad. Most other units don't do great either on this. Let's see. I think Mages is the only one that does decent on desert. Not Troubadours, by the way. Troubadours have the same problem. The horse. Now, they move slightly better than the, Oh, no, they don't. That's right, they don't, because they still count. It just counts as the horse unit. So even though they're a magic unit, they don't move very well. Everybody, just about everybody has a hard time moving through this map, which is a problem. It takes double for, like Roy, so it takes 2 movement to move 1 step. The exceptions to this are flying units, which is why Moretti is going to come along. She's going to be the main movement here. If you have a Pegasus Knight as well, that you've actually been working on, please take them. It will help a lot. This is the problem. Also, thieves have reduced movement just like Roy. It takes 2 to move 1. Which is a problem, because the thieves need to get around this map to grab the treasures. What else? What else? What other units? Armor Knights don't do well here either. It takes, I believe it's 3, so Boris is going to be moving 1 space at a time if I take him. It's just bad. A lot of units who you would normally use here don't do well. Now, a unit that does do well, surprisingly, is, well, better anyway, slightly, are Nomads. They, it takes 3, not 4, like Cavaliers. I guess their horses are just trained to move in the sand better. We'll go with that. The main people who are going to be moving here are foot units that aren't knights. Flyers will have no penalty, and neither will mages. So Lilina will have no penalty here. Neither will Ray, which is why Ray is going to come along, even though he doesn't take a hit very well. They will have no penalty. Also, Ellen does not have a penalty. She counts as a magic user who is not on horseback. So she doesn't have a penalty, which is good. Although she's going to get destroyed by whatever anyway, even if you do promote her. Your main attacking force will be your mages and flyers. I'm going to be sending the boys on horseback straight to the boss, and maybe they'll get there in time. And then sand. It's easier to move in sand, slightly. Yeah, okay. They can reach the boss if they do nothing but go for the boss. It's that bad. Plus, you have to deal with all of the enemies that will be here, and there's a lot of them. And you have to protect somebody. And it's Fog of War, so you can't see everything. It's bad. This chapter is bad. Nobody likes this chapter. There's so many things that could go wrong in this chapter. So many things. By the way, you'll want to take those restore staffs, because there are enemies here that use, I think it's sleep. I believe it's sleep staffs. It's bad. It's really bad. I should have trained another flyer for this, but you know what? Why not? I'll do it the hard way, just like I did recruiting Percival. Okay. Boris, I want to take you, but you're just not going to move at all. Take Ray. I really should leave Lance and Alan behind, as much as I would like to have Alan. Deegan and Uj can come along, because they'll be moving at 3, which isn't bad. Man, Clarine's not going to be able to move at all. Here's the tough part. This is always the tough part. Who are you going to take for this chapter? How does the dancer move? I don't remember if she counts as a mage or not. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember how she moves in this map. Okay, well, we have to take Moretti, so she can come along. I was thinking about using Lance for this chapter, but I thought you took more units. Oh well, I showed you how to get Percival. Oh, by the way, before I end this episode, getting Percival. If you're playing on hard mode, do not, under any circumstance, get Percival in Chapter 13. Do not do it. And the reason for that is, I don't remember if I went over this or not, he does not get hard mode bonuses on Chapter 13. He gets them in Chapter 15. So make sure that you recruit him then. But I just wanted to show that I could recruit Percival in Chapter 13. So there you go. Plus, I'm not playing on hard. I don't even have a kid in this group. Alright, I'm actually going to have to take Alan out. Well, maybe. Who else do I want to take? Oh, I got to take a thief. Because thieves have 100% chance to grab the items there. Chad, you come along. It's actually good. Actually, really good. It's dicey, but I kind of want to leave Clarine behind. And take Astel, even though he doesn't do very well, just to try to grab all the treasures. Trying to grab all the treasures with just one thief and one flyer is really hard. If you have another flyer just dedicated to taking a thief around, it will help a lot. But Moretti's going to be doing a lot of the fighting for me, so... It's not great. It's all not great. This is where I've been saving the physics staff for, so Ellen can reach people. It's just a bad chapter. We're going to end this episode here. I think I'll take Astel and try to grab all the treasures. I just have to be really careful. He can't get hit. Chad has a good chance to dodge with that 20 speed, but I think we'll go with this. I'll take Roy, Ellen, Lelina, who's going to be doing a lot here. OJ and Deke, because they just promoted, and now they can go run off and do stuff for me. I need to promote Dorothy, so she'll be a sniper. We can do that right now before I end the episode. This will be a long episode, so apologies or you're welcome, depending on how you feel about that. Or both. And that will do it. Sure. So what we need to do here is we need the torch staff here. She needs to have it. I need to see... No, I do not. I do have that one Orion bolt, though, which is good. Shop. Sell the steel bow. You don't need that anymore. I bought killer bows. You really don't need the iron bow anymore. You need the Orion boat, which promotes archers and nomads. And you need... Somebody's carrying all the killer bows. Somebody's carrying stuff. I don't remember who, though. Sue has a killer bow. Take that killer bow. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna end this episode here. I'm gonna get everybody geared out. Replace stuff, give them killer weapons. Or promote Dorothy at the beginning of the map, because I keep forgetting I can't do that here. And yeah, that should... That'll do it for this episode. I said I'll gear everybody out, get them squared away, and then we'll tackle Chapter 14. If there wasn't the time limit, it wouldn't be as bad, although it would still be really, really terrible because it's a desert with fog of war, which those two things never should be together. It's because desert maps are annoying enough in Fire Emblem that to do this is extremely mean. Until the next episode, where we will start Chapter 14. Oh boy. I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars, and take care, everyone.